Now, at that time, King Herod began to stretch out violent hands to oppress the church. He had James, the brother of John, killed with the sword. And when he saw that this pleased the Jews, he proceeded to seize Peter as well. This happened during the time of the unleavened bread. He had Peter arrested and thrown into prison. And he set over him 4 squads of 4 soldiers each to guard him in order to bring him out to the people after the Passover was finished. And so Peter was kept in prison, but constant prayer was made for him by the church of God. On the very night that Herod intended to bring him out, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers bound with 2 chains, and guards at the door kept watch over the prison. And behold, an angel of the Lord came and stood in the cell, and light shone around him. And the angel struck him in the side and woke him up and said, "Get up quickly!" And the chains fell off his hands. And the angel said, "Put your clothes on and put your sandals on." And he did so. And he said, "Put on your coat and follow me." So Peter went out and followed the angel. He didn't know that what was happening with the angel was real. He thought he was seeing a vision. And as they came to the iron gate which led into the city, the gate opened of its own accord. And they went out and went down one of the streets, and the angel immediately left him. Now, Peter, when he came to himself, he said to himself, "Now I truly know that the Lord has sent his angel and delivered me from the hand of all that Herod and the Jewish people had expected." And when he had realized this, he went to the house of Mary, the mother of John, who was called Mark, and he knocked on the door of the gate. Now, there was a servant girl called Rhoda, and she went to open the door, but when she recognized Peter's voice, she was so overjoyed that she didn't open the gate. She went and told them, "Peter is standing at the door." But they said, "You're crazy." But she was insisting that it was so. But they said, "It's his angel." But Peter was still knocking at the door. But then they went and opened the door, and they saw him, "Hey!" And they were amazed. But Peter motioned with his hands for them to be quiet. And he told them all the things that how the Lord had brought him out of the prison. And he said, "Tell these things to James and the brothers." And then he left them and went to another place. And in the morning, there was no small stir among the soldiers about what had happened to Peter. And then when Herod sought for him and he didn't find him, he examined the soldiers and then commanded that they be put to death. And then Herod left Judea and went to Caesarea. Now he was very angry with the people of Tyre and Sidon, and they came to him of one accord, having made Blastus, the king's personal aide, their friend. And they asked for peace because they needed the king's country for food. So Herod, on the appointed day, dressed himself in royal robes. He sat on a throne and gave a speech to them. And the people shouted, This is the voice of a God, not a man. And immediately, the angel of the Lord struck him because he did not give God the glory. He was eaten by worms and he died. But the word of God continued to grow and multiply.